Once upon a time, in the UK, a group of boys decided to form a band after being eliminated from a music competition. But nobody would have ever imagined that one day they would become the famous boy band known only as One Direction. But how did One Direction become such a famous boy band? And why did they become musicians? Is it true that the boys put together in just 10 minutes? Did Zayn Malik really have a troubled life at school? Is it true that Harry was attacked by a goat when he was only 10 years old? Was Lewis an actor at first? And is Liam literally a lifesaver? Did they have a best-selling book? And did Lewis really suffer from tinnitus? Most importantly of all, how did they become who they are today? And what was their life like before fame? It's time for me to answer all these questions and more, since this is ASMR. Aaron, back at it again with another daily video to help you relax. So lay back and enjoy the ride. I hope this read helps you get you through your day, or even better, I hope this read helps you gently fall asleep. I can't wait to get started. This is the tale of One Direction.
In early 2010, Liam Payne, Harry Styles, Niall Horan, Lewis Tomlinson, and Zayn Malik auditioned as solo performers for the 7th season of a British reality talent show, The X Factor, UK. For Liam Payne, it was his second audition process. Payne had first auditioned in 2008, but was eliminated during the judges' houses portion due to his age and inexperience. For Lewis Tomlinson, it was his third audition process and his first to qualify past the initial producers' auditions, which took place in April 2010. Each soloist succeeded through the boot camp stage, but all were eliminated at its conclusion. Simon Cowell and 3 other judges decided the groups were not evenly split that year and decided to call back 10 eliminated solo contestants. These contestants were placed into 2 groups, allowing them all to continue competing. In August 2010, all 5 members of One Direction spent 2 weeks living at Harry's father's bungalow in Cheshire. One Direction were the favorite act to win through the 2010 season of X Factor, generating massive, unprecedented fan and media hype. Ultimately, they finished in 3rd place, behind runner-up Rebecca Ferguson and winner Matt Cardle. Simon Cowell signed One Direction to his record label, Psycho Music, on December 13, 2010. One Direction's debut single, What Makes You Beautiful, was released on 11th of September 2011 and debuted on the United Kingdom singles chart at number 1 on September 18, 2011. It became the 3rd fastest-selling single of 2011, selling 153,965 copies. The song also reached number 1 in Ireland, Mexico, and Scotland. It peaked at number 4 in the United States, but reached number 1 on the US Dance Club Songs chart. It is one of the best-selling singles of all time, with over 7 million copies sold worldwide. Their debut album, Up All Night, was released on November 18, 2011, and became one of the best-selling albums of the year. 3 more singles were released, Gotta Be You, One Thing, and More Than This, with One Thing becoming a worldwide top 10 hit. One Direction embarked on their first headlining tour, the Up All Night Tour, on December 18, 2011. The band's second album, Take Me Home, was released on November 12, 2012. The singles Live While We're Young, Kiss You, and Little Things all found immense success, with Live While We're Young debuting at number 3 on the United States Billboard Hot 100, and Little Things being certified platinum after shipping 1 million copies. One Direction embarked on their second headlining tour, the Take Me Home Tour, on February 23, 2013. On August 20th, 2013, One Direction's debut concert film, This Is Us, premiered worldwide. One Direction's third album, Midnight Memories, was released on November 25, 2013, and presented a rockier sound from the band, as well as a departure from the bubblegum pop sounds and lyrics. The album also saw the band creative contributions increase, with Louis Tomlinson and Liam Payne each co-writing 10 tracks, Harry Styles co-writing 5 tracks, Niall Horan co-writing 3 tracks, and Zayn Malik co-writing 2. 4 singles were released, Best Song Ever, Story of My Life, Midnight Memories, and You and I, with Best Song Ever and Story of My Life becoming worldwide hits. One Direction's third headlining tour, the Where We Are Tour, began on April 25, 2014. Their fourth album, 4, was released on November 17, 2014. The album further established the band's transition into mainstream rock, and again featured each member contributing to the majority of the album's writing. Tomlinson and Payne both co-wrote 9 tracks, Styles co-wrote 5 songs, while Horan and Malik both co-wrote 3. 2 singles were released, Steal My Girl and Night Changes, and both found considerable success. The band embarked on their fourth headlining tour, On the Road Again, on February 7, 2015. Zayn Malik exited the band permanently on March 25, 2015, citing exhaustion and a desire to live a more normal life. The band continued the world tour, and it eventually concluded as intended on October 31, 2015. One Direction released their 5th album, Made in the AM, on November 13, 2015. The album saw the most creative contribution from the band members so far, with Tomlinson contributing 10 co-writes, Styles contributing 7, Payne contributing 6 co-writes and composing 2 tracks, and Horan contributing 4 co-writes. 3 singles were released, Drag Me Down, Perfect in History, with Drag Me Down debuting at number 1 in 13 countries, and eventually becoming one of the highest-selling songs of 2015. Perfect was also successful, reaching number 1 in 4 countries, and peaking at number 2 in the UK, number 4 in Australia, and number 10 in the US. History peaked at number 6 in the United Kingdom and number 3 in Scotland. In the 9 years since becoming a band, One Direction has sold over 50 million albums worldwide, and were the first band to ever have 4 albums debut at number 1 on the US Billboard 200. 4 of One Direction's albums have sold over 1 million copies in the US. In 2016, they were the second highest earning celebrities of the year, earning over $130 million. Their 4th world tour, On the Road Again, acquired over 188 million and saw the most concert tickets sold in 2015. One Direction was named Artist of the Year by Billboard in 2014 and by the American Music Awards in both 2014 and 2015. On 25th of March 2015, a statement posted on One Direction's official Facebook page confirmed that Zayn Malik had officially and permanently exited the band. His sudden departure made worldwide headlines, as One Direction were in the process of completing their 4th world tour at the time. Malik had previously been signed off from the tour a week before, but had been expected to return after a short trip back to his hometown in London. It was speculated at the time Malik was signed off due to relationship troubles, with his then fiancée, Perry Edwards. Malik was photographed holding hands with and embracing another woman days before he was signed off, and angrily addressed claims of infidelity on Twitter. ZAYN would later reveal a combination of anxiety, exhaustion, and introversion as primary reasons for his exit. He also revealed the band's pop-rock sound was never his preferred taste in music. ZAYN released his debut single on January 29, 2016, and his debut album, Mind of Mine, on March 25, 2016. Niall, Harry, Liam, and Louis continued One Direction as a four-piece. The band's relationship with ZAYN was initially strained, with Louis and ZAYN clashing on Twitter in April 2015, and Harry making several underhanded comments suggesting continued tension. In 2017, ZAYN claimed he and Harry rarely spoke during their time as bandmates. Louis would eventually make up with ZAYN in early 2017, partially to fulfill his mother's dying wish for them to repair their friendship. Liam has said he and ZAYN keep in contact. One Direction have been on a hiatus since 13th of December 2015, when they last performed as a group on the X Factor UK's 2015 Grand Final episode. On 23rd of August 2015, UK tabloid publication The Sun reported One Direction would be taking a break in 2016, but used the tagline, "This is the end," which worldwide media outlets then used to report the band was splitting up. On August 25th, Niall confirmed on Twitter that the band would take a break from touring, but said that they had no plans to split up. Louis also tweeted saying, "We're not going anywhere." The hiatus is the band's first and only break from touring and collaborating together since 2010. All four members defined the hiatus as a well-deserved break they will eventually return from as a group. Niall stated, "It seems like no matter how many times we say that we are not breaking up, the more people are convinced we are breaking up. So I've given up trying to explain it. It will be good to be able to get home a bit more, because that really is the only downside of the gig." All four members continue to acknowledge the anniversary of the band's formation on July 23rd each year. An end date for the hiatus will not be confirmed until each member is ready to return to the group. The band members began issuing solo albums thereafter. Simon Cowell revealed that it took him 10 minutes to put them, One Direction, together as a group. While the music mogul likes to take credit for 1D's creation, it was actually guest celebrity judge Nicole Scherzinger who suggested assembling the boys on the 2010 season of The X Factor. If it weren't for her, maybe One Direction would never have made it. He's dated a lot of girls in the world and he comes across as super confident. You wouldn't have thought that Zayn Malik had a troubled childhood, but he did. During his upbringing, Zayn had a difficult time in school. Being the only mixed heritage boy, he found that he couldn't fit in and was forced to change schools until he found one that was more diverse. When Harry was 10, he was attacked by a goat, which explains why now he has a phobia of the four-legged animals. We guess we all have bizarre fears, but this one is rather funny. Although Louis had a successful career in singing, he was actually an actor first and had no interest in vocals. It wasn't until he played Danny Zuko in a rendition of Grease to realize that he had what it takes to be a pop star. In 2013, Liam saved his pal's life after he got caught in a gas fire and his entire body was in flames. He also squared up to a bunch of football players that were harassing a waitress in a London club and protected Calvin Harris from being struck by someone at Miley Cyrus's birthday party. That's how you become a legend. For a band that was discovered in the UK, it was a great achievement to top the New York Times best-selling book list in 2012 when they released Dare to Dream: Life as One Direction. It was the band's first book that was licensed in America, and it actually marked the start of their US takeover. In 2012, Louis discovered that he was going deaf in his right ear due to the volume of screaming that the band was faced with. To protect his ears from piercing screams, Louis now wears professional hearing protection, but the damage is sadly irreversible. And so ends the tale of the famous band One Direction, that lived happily ever after in the hearts of fans all across the globe.